Good morning and welcome back to the Nico Els Golf Academy at Clan and Regis Golf Club in Surrey. Today we want to cover a little bit about your 50-yard pitch shots to 60-yard pitch shots, actually achieving your maximum potential in creating a score. I've got 4 different wedges that's normally in my golf bag, ranging from a 60-degree lob wedge to a 48-degree pitching wedge. I'm only going to focus on one sort of golf club, so I'm going to pick the one in between, and that is my 56-degree sand wedge, which we normally use for this exercise. Biggest problem that most golfers have is that they actually change their action in trying to actually lift the golf ball. So on a pitch shot, what we're trying to achieve is creeping a shallow swing path, actually sweeping the ball off rather than getting too steep again onto the golf ball. So if I just demonstrate on a small aspect of what most people do is that they put the golf ball in the middle of their stance with their hands in the front. The leading edge of the shaft is sometimes pushed too far forward, which creates like the steepness into the swing path. So you'll see that the disconnection between my spine angle and my hands here is too far forward, where as a normal setup you'll see that my golf club is actually parallel to my sternum. In this position, when they set up, they actually move the club first, getting too steep in the upswing and actually pushing too far down on the downswing, this creating a dig into the ground. Opposite, what most people actually achieve is when they're getting in a takeaway position, they come steep, and just before they get to the impact zone, they actually cup their wrist in the forward, so their hands are actually staying behind. The leading edge is coming up and actually thinning the golf ball. What I'm trying to actually achieve people to do most is actually trying to keep everything plain and simple, trying to work together. So as a simple exercise in achieving this is actually putting the butt end of the club into your belly button, holding half of the shaft, and actually when you start rotating, you'll see that the club and my body rotation is actually staying together. By achieving this movement, we'll see that the rotation takes place, the club is actually moving in a forward direction, keeping together. So if we're doing a demonstration of actually hitting this golf shot, it's just still keep the ball fairly simple in the central of your stance when you take your setup, but what we don't want to achieve is the steepness again, trying to hit down onto the ball. The steeper we are here, the less follow through we're going to have. So what we're trying to achieve is trying to achieve a fairly longer takeaway with less wrist break, but the focus point that we're trying to achieve is actually bringing everything together, rotating together, keeping the club parallel to us. In a forward direction from this point, we'll see that if we keep the club backwards in the rotation, not a lot of wrist break, but maintaining the rotation and keeping the club coming parallel with us. If we do a short shot for 20-yard pitch shot, we're going to feel like the club is rotating parallel, my body is rotating parallel, and we'll see that we won't dig into the ground. Now, achieving a 50-yard pitch shot, we want to not be aggressive by actually using this momentum. We're only trying to achieve the same movement with a little bit better tempo. So if I'm looking at a clock system on my golf swing, if I move the club to a 10 o'clock position, I would like to finish the golf shot on a 2 o'clock position. So here we go, 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So as I rotate through the ball goes up, ball goes 50 yards, and hopefully that exercise, by keeping your tempo, keeping the club fairly simple in the body rotation, not just using the hands to actually hitting the golf ball, but using everything as a unit, working together, rotating, keeping the club together with my sternum all the time. You'll see that this will help you actually achieve better consistency and better distance control. Thank you very much for joining Nico Els Golf Academy. Until next time.